We are live. No, we're not. Yes, we are. We are live again. Evening all. Evening to YouTube. 3 people on straight away. Facebook is just about to come online as well. Yes. Wow. That sound is off. We'll have to turn the sound off on television. Otherwise, we're going to end up with me speaking all night. There we go. Done. Right then. So, evening all. So Facebook has changed its setup again and looks different again, which is lovely. Apparently, I've just been told by Facebook that we are live. Brilliant. We just started a live video. Amazing. Right then. So it's another Wednesday. Is this the 90th Wednesday that we've taught?
Something like that.
Yeah. It's about 90 weeks.
17, 16 or 17, I think.
It's not quite 90
just to
though,
warn
is
you,
it?
I seem to have got hiccups like a minute ago, just before broadcasting. So
it's really funny.
I'm just going to not talk for a while until they go away.
2 minutes before we were about to push play and start and all the rest of it and go live and everything, Priscilla came in and she went, "You never guess what?" I got hiccups. I gotta go live.
You think my hiccups are hilarious?
Your hiccups are funny. They're really funny. It's like a horse sneezing. Oh, right then. So, Heather's in and Kay is in. Excellent. If you're on YouTube, say hello. Give us a message. And we'll have a little. Do you know what?
Really small over there.
I
Like,
know.
the new setup of Facebook is weird.
It is strange.
Really small letters.
I could make it bigger.
And I have to look really closely to see how many people we've got looking.
Do some thumb squidgy things on the old mouse pad and see if I can make it.
No, might zoom in on your face.
Oh, wow.
That was
Just
your,
'cause I-
that
just-
was your horse comment. Let's just get you back for the hiccup. The
No, I
horse.
didn't say you were like a horse. I said your hiccups are like a horse sneezing. That's nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna have some more water.
Yeah, try and get rid of those hiccups. Or don't. It could be entertaining all night. I could just sit down and have a rest. Oh, we got someone's written on YouTube. Jen Evans. Hello, Jen. You're going to like this. Recap of Chat Chat. Do you know what? It's also not telling us. Oh, Mum's in, but it hasn't told us Mum's in. It's
Can't see
Yes.
anymore who's actually joined.
No.
I can only see the people who've commented.
I don't like new Facebook. What's his name? Is it Mark? Mark Zucker thing.
Yeah, that's him.
Mark, change Facebook back. It's not as nice as it was. We don't like
I
it.
don't like it when they change
Anyway,
things.
they change it too often, don't they? Right then. So, what we got? Yeah, we got a few people up there. If you're on Facebook, say hello. If you're on YouTube, say hello. We got some people up there. We got some people up there. And do you know what? YouTube is outdoing Facebook today.
Hey.
Well done, YouTube. You're catching up beautifully. Well done. Absolutely consistent. Right then. We're doing a chat chat. It's the tricky one.
Yeah, we're going to go
Can
over
you
that
remember it?
difficult one. Not really. Can you remember?
Yeah, I can remember it.
That's good, because
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad
can
that you're going
remember
to
it.
help me go over it.
Oh, we got someone else up here saying, oh, Jen has just said, great, clear picture on YouTube today. Oh, good. Well done.
That's good.
Oh, thanks,
And we're
Facebook.
not fuzzy.
Thanks, YouTube. Jen is in. Hello, Jen.
The
How are
other
you?
Jen.
You're right. The other Jen. So we've got
The
Jen
other
there and a Jen there. 2 different Jens.
Yeah.
I think Jen's probably there and there. The other Jen.
How many gens have we got?
But Jen Wilkinson is normally on YouTube and Facebook.
Oh, it's done that. We've got 9 people now on Facebook.
Oh, blimey, that's a big jump. Right, okay, so we should just talk for 10 minutes. If we talk for another 10 minutes, we get another 9 people in.
I don't think we should.
No,
I
okay,
think the original 9 people will just leave.
okay. That's
And then we won't have anyone.
Right, now, so what we're going to do, we're going to turn our backs on you. So excuse us for being rude. It's really, really awful. I don't like turning my back on you guys. It's not that I don't trust you or anything. It's just,
It's easier to
I just
follow.
don't like it. But it gives you guys better chance to follow us.
I'm
Now,
going to stand aside because I can't remember it.
yeah, come stand next to me.
I can't remember it.
Yeah, you work
I
out.
can't remember it.
I tell you what, you need to come this side of me so you can copy me.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So start off with a lovely side step left foot and a back basic into a forward lock step. We'll go through the whole routine first. So we're going sideways left, and we're going to go side, a back, replace, and a step, cross step. We're going to do forward basic, forward, replace. We're going to do a chassé left, but we're going to turn cha, cha, cha. Then we're going to do a little Latin cross. The right foot is going to cross behind. We're going to get step, step, cha, cha, cha. Into a New Yorker. We're going to get New Yorker, replace cha, cha, cha. Cuban break, split Cuban break. So right foot, we get 2 and 3, 4 and 1. We're going to do one more, and then we get lovely bum wiggles. So we're going to get.
I'm in front of you now. I
know,
think you said you were supposed to be behind you.
It's that off, Bowie. And we're going to get another Cuban break. We're going to get 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Oh, that was the tricky bit. I remember
Bum wiggle.
that.
Yeah. Now, from there, we're going to do a little sort of merengue style chassé. So we're going to get a left foot one in front. We get 2 and 3, 4 and 1.
Oh, I wanted to go backwards on that step.
Yeah, you wanted to do that differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then from there we do a walk, full walk turn and a backward lock into our start position again. So we're going to dance forwards and turn, step, cross, step. I know you probably can't see my feet because I've gone past the screen. But from there we would start again, back, replace and lock, step, forward, check, replace, chassé, left, Latin cross, close, cha-cha, New Yorker, 2 and 3, 4 and Cuban break, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, a 2 and 3, 4 and 1, walk and a turn and a step, cross, step. There we go. That brings us to the end. Thanks very much, guys. It's been lovely to see you. We hope to see you again on Friday. Oh, that's how really cheeky. That's really cheeky, isn't it? Yeah.
I'll be like,
6.5 minute lesson. Who's in?
Viv.
Oh, yeah, Jim and Viv. Right, Jim and Viv. Lovely to see you again. Mr. Lynch is in. Excellent. Darren, the good news is my foot is a little bit better. I can get my cycling shoes on. So eventually, in the next week or so, we can go out for a bike ride again.
Woo-hoo.
Okay, well, I say again, we can plan for another bike ride and I'll see what injury I do next time. So what we got up here, we got Let's Dance, all of it with music now, says Jen. So, there we go. Right. I love this routine. Blimey, she thinks I talk. I mean, she's written 15 messages. Nice one, Jen. I don't do the turny thing in the middle and I do 2 New Yorkers instead. That's all right. It's fine.
Oh, Tom's in. Hi, Tom.
Hello, Tom. How's your foot, Tom? Was it foot or ankle?
Still broken.
Oh, what? Tom, how's your foot? Let us know. So let's go through this routine nice and slowly, nice and steady. Okay? Let's have a little go with this. Now,
right, I'm going to do this before I go on this.
He's very fussy. That's not a bad point, actually. Health and safety. Don't hurt yourselves.
Push everything back.
Push everything back.
That
Yeah.
you trip over anything or bump into anything.
Push the pets outside.
Try not to do anything that is pushing you beyond your comfort.
Yeah. And what was the other thing? We got to don't dance on a hill. Didn't they say you've got to say something like dance on a flat surface or something stupid like that? Don't dance on a hill. Basically. Daft, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, really daft. How many of you live on a hill with a floor like that in your house? Daft. Okay. It's okay, thanks, says Tom about his foot. Don't really notice it unless I tweak it.
Oh, that's a bit like your foot.
That's a bit like my toe. Yeah, my toe is fine, and then all of a sudden, I'll
do something.
Turn or something, and all of a sudden, I'm on the ceiling like a cat that's been scared. Right then, so we're going sideways with the left foot, and we're going to go side, back, replace, step, cross, step. Lovely little lock step forwards. Okay, now we're going to get side lead as we do your lock steps. So you do side, back, replace. Lock step forwards, right foot. So you end up dancing right side forwards. Okay, so you're leading slightly with your right side. If you were doing a left foot lock step, you would lead with the other side. Okay, if you dance in a mansion with a ballroom, there's no reasons why you couldn't do 3 lock steps, one after the other. So you could dance side, a back, replace, a step, cross, step, a step, cross, step, a step, cross, step. I think most of our dancers dance in mansions, don't they? Yeah. We don't dance in a mansion, so we're going to keep it to a single forward lock step. If you dance in a mansion, you want to put an extra 2 lock steps in, go for it. Fine, works.
One way of making sure that you're doing the correct side lead is to put your arm forward as well. So you can do
opposite
the
arms.
lock, yeah.
Opposite arms.
2, 3. But if you were doing it with a partner, you'd bring that side in, wouldn't you? Cha, 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 cha. So you do, I'll do it slowly so you can see. Cha, 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 cha. And if you put your arm forward,
That was
then
scary then. That looked like you were going to slap me across the chop. You're still hurting about the horse comment, aren't you? That's...
No. I forgot about it, so you mentioned it again. Now you've mentioned it.
Right. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Sideways left and side and back. Replace and cha cha cha. Okay. Now from here we're going to do a forward basic with the left foot. So it's a check forwards on your left. You're going to get check replace. So that's correct now.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
What
we're going to get is a little bit of a turn, about a quarter of a turn, and we're going to turn clockwise and chasse with the left foot. So we're actually going to continue to go away from you guys. Sorry about that again. Cha, cha, cha. Okay? And we've settled into our left hip beautifully, hopefully. Okay? Now, this is quite a tricky little step. We're now going to rotate about half a turn. And what's happening is the right foot is going to cross behind the left foot. Just the ball of the foot hits the floor. And then we're going to keep rotating. We're going to put enough weight on the back foot, the right foot, to be able to lift the left foot off the floor. And then we're going to put it back on the floor again. But as we lift the foot up, we're going to turn. So we're going to lift the foot up, turn, put the foot back down again. Okay? So there we go. Force comment, blimey, be careful. I think he must have missed my comment about your hiccups. So yeah, anyone who's just tuned in with regards to the horse comment, Lucilla was saying that she got a hiccup. So is it gone now?
Yeah, got rid of now.
See, insults you a little bit. Yeah,
I think it was the insult that got rid of my hiccups. I think it was boil some water.
Yeah, so Lucilla, when she does her hiccup, sometimes sounds like a horse sneezing. So there we go, Tom. You've been fully informed. Now,
you didn't have to repeat it.
This Latin cross, okay? This Latin cross, right foot crosses behind, step behind, turn the body, lift the foot up, put it back down, keep turning, step, chasse out to the right, cha, cha, cha. Okay. Jen is saying that YouTube sounds a bit crackly. Apologies to YouTube if it's a bit crackly. Could just be Jen. Is anyone else suffering on YouTube with the sound? Let's have a little look. Oh my gosh, I chatter more than Darren. Says Jen Evans. I don't do that turn there. Okay. So here we go. Let's go again. Same thing. From the beginning. Left foot sideways and side. And back and replace and cha cha cha, check forwards and replace and cha cha cha, across step. Now do you know what? When I first started dancing this quite slowly, I was taking a side step with my left foot, but then as the speed built up, I found that side step slowly become a close.
I do the side step now.
You're doing a side step, you. So I'm doing check, replace. Cha, 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 crossing behind with the right foot, step, close, and I'm actually compressing my knees there so I can push out there into the chassis. I don't think either one is wrong or right or better. It's a preference. Cha, 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 step, sideways works, and then dance out to your right, and the close of the feet works. I think closing of the feet is easier when this is again, preference. It's not right or wrong. Preference for me is to close my feet when it gets faster. So if you find it easier, then feel free to close your feet at that point. Try again.
There's a whole load of horses in the comment.
Ah, it's Mr. Lynch.
Emojis. Lots of them.
He likes his horses. Yeah. I got a story about Mr. Lynch and a horse. Going for a horse ride. Yeah. Dominican Republic. That was funny.
Can you tell the story or just keep
Well, we went on holiday to Dominican Republic and we went out on a little expedition type thing, and part of the expedition on a holiday was to go off on a horse riding trek, and they used to have people, young lads, were part of their job, right? Only youngsters to earn a bit of money, poor country. They would, Mum knows this story, they would be on the horse with you and sort of ride the horse if you've never ridden a horse before. And I refused to have anyone else on my horse with me. I wanted to be on the horse on my own. But Mr. Lynch had a little lad on his horse, riding his horse. That's the horse story. It's not very funny.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's more. Yeah. I was waiting for punchline.
I'm sure Mr. Lynch remembers having a little boy on his horse like that. That was great. It was a lovely holiday. Right, anyway, random. I don't know why we were talking about that. Right, going to the left.
Horses.
Side, back, and replace, and shut, and check, and replace, and shut, and across, and step, and shut. I think we should dance that with music to there a few times. But, yeah, very true, he says. Yeah, see? He knows, he remembers.
Before you put the music on, I'm just going to say, because we've done a few...
We've got horses on YouTube as well.
I was going to make a serious point then, and I can't because there's just too many horse emojis around. No, my serious point was, because this is a recap, if you're finding this really easy, then it's a really good time to work on technique. So the technique you want to work on with the cha-cha is getting these legs straightened and making sure your toe is going forward first. So every time you do a forward walk, make sure you push the toe through first. And then as soon as you step onto it, you're going to straighten that leg and get a hip supple like this. Okay, so we've got straighten here, both legs. And
hip comes over the foot.
Hip comes over, okay? But don't allow yourself to collapse into it. Try to stay lifted up through here, okay? Yeah. So that's the thing to work on. Straighten the legs all of the way through. So we've got straighten on the first one, and then straighten here. Straighten the first one here, and straighten both here. Close, the cross and close, okay? Try and snap into those positions, okay? It makes it much nicer to look at.
Yeah. Okay, so apart those are on YouTube are unicorns, not horses.
Oh, okay, that's all right then.
So they're fairy horses. Okay. Not furry horses, fairy horses. Right, so go into the side, left foot, and side, back, and replace, and and check, replace, and 2, 3, and ta-da!
Oh, the other thing you could do is get your arms up, and get your arms moving as well. So you're getting the steps. Start to work on the technique to make this look better.
And try to keep the heads up. Oh, some nag, innit? We're really naggy today. Heads up, arms up, legs straight.
All stuff that's going to be dancing now, isn't it?
Yeah. Are we going with Mambo Gelato?
I like that one, yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah. It's all about ice cream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mambo and ice cream.
Ice cream and dancing. Two of my
ice cream and dancing. Two brilliant things, isn't it? Yeah. What's all that you asked for on a rainy day? Cake.
Cake as well.
Arctic roll, cake, ice cream, perfect. Mambo Arctic roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back, replace, and check, replace, and check, 2 and 3, and check. Okay, easy, piece of cake. And again, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, cha. 2, 3, cha. 2, 3, cha. Da 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 da. Oh, Mum's making a joke about nags and horses. Oh, Mum. Oh, blimey. And Tom and Mum are loving cake. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, cha. 2, 3, cha. 2, 3, cha. Easy peasy. you know what? After Monday, I didn't have any coffee to drink when I was teaching. I had squash. I decided to go back to the coffee. So
withdrawal was too painful.
yeah.
You had a proper headache because you like stopped coffee altogether for about 2 days.
Yeah.
And you felt dreadful, didn't you?
I felt awful. So I've gone back to the poison.
I think you might have to just dial it down a little bit.
No, you're supposed to go cold turkey, aren't you?
Are you?
Yeah.
No.
I don't like cold turkey. I prefer chicken. Right. So, is everyone okay with that bit so far? Okay. Hopefully everyone is. And the other thing I wanted to ask is volume of the music. Is it okay for everyone? Let us know if it's too loud or too quiet, if it needs to be altered.
People could hear us saying cake in the top of the music, so I think we're at about the right level.
Yeah, we're getting all right on the volume now. We're sort of knowing where I don't know why I'm doing this with my thumbs.
I know I don't.
What am I doing with my thumbs?
Playing Xbox, I think.
Go on, I think. Mum prefers cake. What does she prefer cake to?
It's ice cream.
Ice
That's
cream.
about
okay.
Mambo Gelato. It's about
Okay.
dancing and ice cream.
Oh.
And they are two very good things, but cake I think is better. I agree. Cake is better than ice cream.
Next bit. Okay. No one's talking to us anymore except my mum. So, next bit. We've just done a chassé out to the right. Cha, cha, cha. Now, from here, what we're going to do is a New Yorker using the left foot. At that time, I only did a step across, 2, 3, didn't I? If you want to do a full-on New Yorker and turn, then turn. 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. If you find that a little bit tricky, I don't think anyone should find it tricky, then you don't really need to turn because you're not dancing with a partner at this point. You're dancing sort of individually. You could just take a step across. 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. Nothing wrong with doing that, is there?
I prefer New Yorker.
I prefer a New Yorker. I think a New Yorker looks nicer. If we dance it towards you here, cha, 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 you can get a lovely sort of shape there where you can terrify your neighbours if they're in the window looking at you. Can't you? Yeah. You end up just pointing straight at your neighbour out through the window. Great.
Depending which direction you're dancing.
Depending on neighbour.
If you do the New Yorker, again, a way to make it look better, to sharpen it up, is to leave the turn a little bit later. So instead of doing cha, cha, cha,
yeah, don't roll the chassis.
You can do cha, cha, cha really straight, cha, cha, cha completely straight, and then do a nice sharp turn on the end. Bam, like that. And you can say bam as well, it helps. Cha, 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 bam. It really helps.
That would really scare the neighbour. If your neighbour's there watching you, passing you, and you shout bam at them through the window, they're going to think you just shot them.
You've got to do it though. It's part of Latin dance. You've got to make all the noises, haven't you?
So, Tom is asking, is it chassé or chassis? I've heard people say both.
It's spelled C-H-A-S-S-E, so you pick.
But
Is it French?
I'm not entirely sure. But what I was going to say is the E could have an accent on it, which does change it to an A sound. So depending on the language.
But in French, it's probably chassé.
Chassé.
It's not even chassé.
Yeah. I would have thought, because cha-cha is Cuban, chassé could, but then again, chassé is not just a cha-cha step, is it?
It's not.
It's older. No, it's actually older than chassés.
It's a French word. I think it's a French word.
Yeah.
And so if you really want to do it authentic, you have to say chassé.
Chassé.
In a very French city.
I'm going to do it, chassé, cha-cha-cha, chassé into New York.
That's the cha-cha-cha.
I'm going to
French, that's a way. We lost it today.
Too many coffees again. From now on, we are going to speak to you.
I haven't had any coffee yet.
Yeah. French accent.
We're going to teach the rest of the class in French.
Okay, so Jen has made a very good point about chassé. Chassé, as in IS on the end, is the underside of a car, which I did know and is correct. And chassé is a dance step. Very true. There we go, Tom. The difference between a chassé and a chassé. One's on a car, one's a dance. Okay, so we're doing a New Yorker. Okay, so we're going to do a New Yorker on the right foot. let's not get bogged down in pesky facts.
Let us just dance.
We're going to dance.
We're going to dance
With passion. We're going to the side on the right foot. Oh, no. This is going out live to the world. Honestly. Right, so right foot and cha-cha-cha, New Yorker, cha-cha-cha. Everyone should be okay with a New Yorker, hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay, now from there we're going to do split Cuban break. Now,
what were you saying about going out loud to the world?
So, what we would normally teach in class is a normal Cuban break, which would be 2 and 3 again, 4 and 1, and we'd normally turn it the other direction and go the other way and do 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. A split Cuban, you do 1 in one direction and 1 in the other direction, so you end up just going in different directions.
So you end up going, and I was ready to go. You said you end up going.
So what we get is this, but before we go, we get 2 and 3, 4 and 1. So you do 1 in one direction and 1 in the other direction. So if I turn my back to you and do it, we're going to go and 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Okay? A little bit of footwork with this one. You haven't got a lot of time to put your feet flat. So the first step, right foot across, is flat. You can straighten the leg out. You can come backwards then on the left foot. That is just going to be a toe. By keeping the heel off the floor, it helps to keep your body weight forwards, and it also helps you to get onto your right foot as you take a step sideways. Okay? By keeping the left heel off the floor, you'll also end up in a much better position with your left foot. The toe is pointed. And then we can do the same sort of thing going the other way. Flatten the left foot, flat, toe, flat. Okay? So the back, that one there, that one is going to come down just onto a toe, and then we step out sideways, leaving the toe on the ground. Beautiful foot shape. Okay?
Also, another little point of technique, make sure that your front foot is turned outwards. So if you put your feet together and then you keep your heels together but put your toes away from each other, that's what I mean by toes turned outwards. So if one foot is in front of the other, you're in that same position with toes turned out, and your front leg's going to be straight, beautifully straight like that.
Beautifully
okay?
straight.
Nice and straight. Okay, weight forward. So we got
weight forward.
2. So you've got to try and get into that position, snap into it.
Snap into it.
Snap into it. Snap. 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Is it better in French?
I don't know. It's.
I mean, we've tried saying and do 12 catch in class, and people tend to dance better in French. So.
They do dance better in French. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the French nation would be impressed if they were tuning. What is this rubbish on YouTube? They're not speaking.
I've watched, when I was in France, I watched a cartoon, and one of the characters had a really bad English accent, speaking French in an English accent, and I found his French much easier to understand.
Okay, good.
There you are. If you speak in a French accent, it's probably easier to understand.
Yeah. Right, so we're going to go into the New Yorker. We're going to chasse on the right. And cha-cha-cha. New Yorker. Cha-cha-cha. Split Cuban break. 4 and 1. Okay, what's Tom writing there now? Accidentally opened a few Facebook tabs and had Darren, 4 Darrens talking. It was like a horror film. That's not nice, is it?
Especially if it was in a French accent, it must be really weird. And also, if you open it up more than once, we've noticed they're not in sync with each other. So
I might be talking to myself.
Yeah.
And replying really weirdly. So we're going to do that again. On the right, and cha-cha-cha, New Yorker, and Cuban breaks a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. That's quite a quick bit. That is. Now, I reckon we should try and do the little Cuban break on the end with a little bum wiggle. And then try that from the beginning, and then try with some music a lot, and then maybe try a different accent. So, now, after we've done the 1 split Cuban to the right and the 1 split Cuban to the left, we're now going to do another one Man's right leg, no, everyone's right foot. We're gonna dance 2 and 3. So that's another one. But to get the amount of timing right here, we need to do wiggle, 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 step. Okay? Mum likes a bum wiggle.
We knew that.
We knew that. Everyone knew that, Mum. Everyone on Facebook now knows that as well. Everyone who can get Facebook, they now know my mum likes a bum wiggle. So we're gonna do Cuban break, 4 and again, 2 and 3, wiggle, 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 step.
I forgot the wiggles that time.
Did you forget your wiggle?
Do it facing that way.
We can do it whichever way you want to do it. So we're gonna go 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, wiggle, 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 step. Okay? It's just like old times, isn't it, eh? All behind me, watch my bum wiggle. There we go. Ready? And 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, and 4 and 1.
Basically every class, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. What we got there? Jen Evans. I love French, Priscilla. I like French. I like French. They do good wine, good food, nice baguettes. Gotta love the French baguettes. Gotta love them. I love what they do with the hot dogs.
Croissants. I like croissants.
I like what they do with their hot dogs.
Really?
Yeah, they take a baguette and they shove it on a spike,
Yeah.
heated spike, and then they shove a sausage inside them with tomato ketchup.
I like mussels and chips.
That's Belgian.
But in that campsite in France, it was very good.
Yeah,
We had really
frites.
nice small treats.
Belgian. Right there. So, as Lucilla was saying, just before we were interrupted by more food stories, when we're doing our Cuban breaks, you've got a count of 2 and 3. And then we're going to go the other way. So you've got 2 and 3. And now you're going to move on every half beat. So you've got 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Half, 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 whole beat. Okay, so it's really fast. You're splitting the beats in half. Here we go. And 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And you're not necessarily going to get a full weight change. Okay, you're not going to get a full weight change from one foot to the other. You simply haven't got the time. 2 and 3. I'm kind of just rolling through my knees as I'm doing this. So I'm bending the front knee, bending the back knee, bending the front knee, bending the back. So I'm rolling from one to the other. Okay? Try again.
I was going to mention something.
Go on then. Mention something.
It went on my head then for a minute.
Is it back?
It's back.
Yeah.
And we had an alternative version that was simpler. So we did 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1. I think we had.
No, you're wrong.
2 and 3, 4, 1.
Yeah.
That's what we did. So we did
2
and 3, split Cuban
4
break,
and 1, 2 and
3,
3, step, step.
So if you don't want to put that bum wiggle in, because it is quite hard,
Yeah.
just do 2 steps instead. 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, step left, step right. You'll end up on the same foot, on the same count, as if you did do the bum wiggle.
Do you know Tom's foot tweak?
Yeah.
Just tweaked my toe.
Ooh.
Yeah. In my shoe, I just wiggled my toe without realising. And do you know what? It's killing now. Really hurting.
Ouch. Do you need me to take over now?
No, I'm okay. I'll fight through the pain, it's okay.
Oh, don't.
I'll master myself. Right, so here we go again. Cuban break with the right foot. And 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And I think we should try that from the very beginning.
You bring anything else down after that. 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, there.
2 and 3. I'm keeping my heels on the ground there.
So you've got
and it's
flat feet.
yeah. roll.
One.
Yeah. It's almost cucaracha-ish.
Okay.
So if we've done cucarachas in rumba, if you can remember cucarachas, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the heels stay down, and it's kind of like a forward cucaracha there, and I'm leaving my heels on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's sort of not forwards, that's sort of diagonally forwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
What are you laughing at there?
I'm just laughing at the banter that's going on.
The banter on Facebook.
I'm not going to read it outside. Carry on.
It sounds like my mum's flirting with Tom, actually. So, watch it, Tom. Be careful. Now, with the right foot, we're going to do cube break again. 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Ta-da! Let's do that from the beginning, and then we'll try and have some music. And then we've got a couple of bits on the end. That's it. Job done. So, sideways, left foot, and side, a back, replace, a chuff, a check, replace, a chasse, out, a 2, 3, a chuff, New York, a chuff, a 2 and 3, a 4 and 1, a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I shoved it then, didn't I?
You
Then
just said and.
Yeah.
You kind of went 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Yeah.
Really
I bet they all got it though, didn't they? There's people out in the street, there's neighbours who've just done that step properly. Right, here we go again. Sideways, left foot, and side, a back, replace, a chuff, a 2, a 3, a 4 and 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 and 1. Now 2, 3, chuff, 2 and 3, a 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1. Is that better?
You went quieter that time.
Whispered then.
Just whispered.
Yeah.
To make up for it.
Yeah.
It averages out at the right
Lovely bit of contrast, you see.
volume.
Yes, Tom, it is very quick. Quick, isn't it? Yeah, really quick.
Oh dear, look, we're looking down. We've got to look up more. Try and look up.
I'm just making sure I don't trip over the
That is the other,
furniture.
yeah, that is a good point.
So
you need to look down to be able to make sure that you're not going to trip over anything or bump into anything.
I don't want to trip over the dog.
I don't think you're going to trip over the dog.
What is that?
We don't have a dog.
That reminds me of the joke a little bit, right? I like the joke. One guy walks up to another and he notices he's got a banana in his ear. And he says, "What, you got a banana in your ear?" Yeah, he said, "Yeah, no, yeah. What you got a banana in your ear for?" "Keeps away the tigers." "What do you mean keeps away the tigers? We live in Britain, there's no tigers here." "Working." Yeah? No? Okay. So, let's put some music on.
Let's do some dancing.
I like that joke. Right, here we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2 and 3 and cha-cha-cha. 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 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. You look great.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Right, and again, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. 2 and 3, 4 and 1. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I couldn't see you there, but you were great again. One more go, same thing, and then I'm going to do the end.
I like this routine.
It's nice. I like this, yeah.
Can we just do it in the other direction?
No, we'll do it this way.
Tell us if you can see, or if you need us to turn around to it in a different direction, that's it, okay?
Oh, right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, a cha-cha-cha. 2, 3, a cha-cha-cha. 2, 3, a cha-cha-cha. 2, 3, a cha-cha-cha. 2 and 3, 4 and 1. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. There we go. After saying all those lovely things in the last week or so about Mr. Russell Hicks from Texas, he goes and says, "Your daughter's looking wonderful tonight." Russell, how very dare you? There's a block function, you know, I can block you. Yes, it means you. He's insulted me. Anyway.
Thank you very much.
Your daughter looks as lovely as ever. Looking forward to the next section. Cheers. How come not being a pen card, but I really do enjoy what a great job. Yeah, you comment as much as you want, Russell, but try and make some compliments towards me and stuff. Just, I mean, you know, come on. It's a good job. Yeah, it's a good job. He's transatlantic. Right. Okay. Anyway,
you know
what we got up on YouTube? We've got Jen Evans is saying, no, I mean, I love French. I love French Lucilla, the character. Oh, she loves you as a French person.
Thank you very much.
I love you, French Lucilla, as well. Bit worried that my wiggles are more like hip thrusts.
I don't think Darren's worried about that.
You can put that in as well if you want. As well.
Yeah. Side to side, like that. Not forward and backward. You don't want that in the middle of it. That's not great.
I don't know. Can you do that? 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I'm not entirely sure that's right.
Hey, do not think that is
right. No. I think cha-cha-cha is a little bit more Saturn. It's very cheeky and flirty. A bit more Saturn.
Only slightly.
Right, so what we've done, nothing wrong with hip. Apparently, Jen, my mum reckons there's nothing wrong with a good hip thrust.
So, try bending your knees a little bit to get into it.
Tone this down. The Pope could be watching this, you know.
I don't think he is.
Oh, do you know, he's there, chuckling in the Vatican. Oh, this is very funny. No, he's German, isn't he?
I don't know.
He's very... No, I can't. Do you know what? I can't do German accent, please. No, it's not
French.
Right.
French only.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a bend to the knees, isn't there?
Yeah.
In that particular bit. Like normally you straighten your legs in cha-cha.
This is what I was trying to say earlier, but rolling from one leg to the other.
If you just like bend your knees a little bit, then you'll get more of a sideways wiggle, rather than if you keep your legs straight, it'll be. I don't think that looks good.
I don't know. Anyway, right, so we have just done 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay? Now, I'll tell you what we'll do it this way.
Okay.
2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And the reason is because I'm going to dance this and end up with my back to you again, so you can see what I'm doing. So from here, I'm going to dance a step forwards. I'm going to dance a step sideways. And I'm starting to turn anti-clockwise, and then I'm going to take a step. Well, you take a step backwards. I do a close.
I go because it's quick.
2
so it's a little box step. So you got 2 and 3.
And then backwards with your right foot, backward, sideways, forwards. And I've turned in total about a quarter to my left, anti-clockwise. 2 and 3, 4 and 1. And I think if I had more space, I would take a backward step as well. But I'm limiting my distance by closing my feet.
Wait, I'll show you.
2 and 3, 4 and 1.
We just show you without the turn, so with our back to you, so you can see the steps. So we've got 2 and 3. I go back, Darren does a close there.
It's not perfect close, it's slightly back.
And then back again, 4 and 1. They're all very, very small steps because they're very quick.
Do you know what? I just made it. It's a little bit like the Shadows. If anyone's ever watched the Shadows, and it's this sort of thing. I don't know what they used to do. They used to do this sort of thing, didn't they? When they were playing guitar. Into that sort of thing. It's a little bit Shadow-esque, I think. Shadows as in the group who used to play guitars and stuff. No, you don't have a clue, you.
Okay. Sorry.
No idea what a shadow is.
No idea what he's talking about.
Okay, so we've just done 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Left foot forwards. 2 and 3, 4 and 1. And again, if you close your feet, what's going to happen? 2 and 3, you're going to settle into your knees. So that sort of absorbs a little bit of the speed of it. If you're going to take a step backward like Lucilla does, you end up getting a bit of hip movement. So you're going to dance 2 and 3. So you straighten the leg.
Doing it.
Yeah.
2 and 3. So you end up in this that position there.
And then you'd end up going backwards, 4 and 1. Okay. Now, if you go back, if you do that for reverse, if you end up doing what Lucilla is doing, 2 and 3, your backward step here, you might not have time to put the heel down. 4 and 1. So you're going to get toe, 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 a toe, toe, toe flat on the end. Yeah. So you step backwards on your left foot. Your footwork now would be toe sideways and forwards. Okay, because you want to keep your body weight forwards. If you're closing your feet like I am, 2 and 3, your knees are settled there. You can actually straighten this leg as you go backwards. There, your heel can come down to the floor. 4 and 1. Okay, so the footwork might be different depending on what you're doing. I'd say don't panic too much and do either or. Pick one, whichever one's your favourite.
I'd say by that point, after you've done the hip wiggles, what usually happens is you do the hip wiggles and go, yeah, I got it. Oh,
don't celebrate. Not yet.
Another bit, and then you missed it because it's so quick. So that's actually what will probably happen. You won't be worried about your feet, your footwork. You'll be going, I missed it.
Yeah. And it's been confirmed by my mum, the shadows did do that sort of thing.
Good.
Much slower and with less style than us. Right, so Cuban break, split Cubans, we've got 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Okay, now if we did it this way around and we put a little bit of a quarter turn in, we've got the same thing, Cuban breaks, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Okay, and from there we got 2 bars of something to get us back around to the other direction to be able to start again. Okay, so it shouldn't take too long. Bit worried. Okay, no, nothing new on YouTube. Okay, no, they have lots of style, casual style. Apparently the shadows have casual style.
Probably a bit less of the French.
Bit less French.
Yeah,
they were definitely less French. Now, once we have done that, we need to turn around now 180 degrees to be able to start again. So at the moment, we'll dance it this way, and then we'll turn and we'll dance it the other way, so you can see it in both directions. We've just done 2 and 3, 4 and 1. I'm on my right foot, ready to use my left foot. I'm going to walk forwards. I'm going to walk forwards again and turn to my left. Shoo. There must need 1 bar, not 2 bars. And a lock step backwards, left foot. Step, cross, step. Now, I'm lock stepping backwards with my left foot. I'm going to get left side lead. So I'm leading backwards with my left side. Okay, similar to if I was doing a left lock forwards, I'd lead with my left side. If I was doing a right lock forwards, lead with my right side. If I'm doing a left lock backwards, lead with my left side. If I'm doing a right lock backwards, lead with my right side. Easy enough? Easy enough. Yeah, of course it is. Right, so we've just done 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Walk forwards. Forward walk turn in. Lock step backward. Step, cross, step. We can then start again. Back, replace, step, cross, step. We check, we replace. Check, check, cross behind, cross. Chasse, New Yorker, 2, 3, split Cubans, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3, wiggle, 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 and 2 and close, 4 and 1, a walk and a turn and a cha, cha, cha. Okay, now we need to do that the other way around.
We do.
So if we do it from the Cuban breaks, Cuban breaks, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, wiggle, 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 step.
Ooh.
And
you're
fire.
Gonna stop that.
And fire. So forwards, left foot, we get 2 and 3, 4 and 1. So I've turned that quarter to my left. I'm going to shuffle back this way because you're going to lose my feet otherwise. I'm going to go forwards, left foot, forwards, right foot, and turn left. and then lockstep backward, step, cross, start again. Back and replace, and a cha, check and replace, and a cha, cross behind, cross, and a cha. New Yorker, cha, and a 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and walk in, walk and turn, cha, start again, 2 and 3, and cha, check and replace, and cha, 2, 3, New Yorker, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, walk, turn, cha. And I think what Lucilla said earlier about celebrating, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. That definitely feels like a finishing step.
It does, because you go 1 and then you go, yes, I got it. Yeah. Oh wait, there's another bit.
You cannot celebrate yet.
You're gonna keep going.
Keep going. 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Again, that's a forward step there. Again, that feels like an ending, a finishing step. But there's more after it. Walk, turn, cha. Then you can continue into the next bit. I reckon I should try this with music.
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll do 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoo.
I like this routine. So
It's a nice routine.
Yeah.
I like this.
It's quite advanced. So, you know, if you are struggling with that wiggly bit, don't worry because it is quite hard. And remember, we've got our alternative that we can do 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, step, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. So when I first learned this, I had to do that a few times. Forget the wiggle, just get on the right foot. So I could do that rock step because it's too fast. And then I found for a little while I could either do the wiggle or get the rest of the steps right. So, you know, it takes a little while to get it.
I was just trying to get us back to the beginning of the track, and I sped it up to 115%.
Oh, that might be a bit quick.
That was very quick.
Maybe
And then
we
slow
should
it back
slow it
down.
down a little bit?
That's 92%.
Yeah,
That's
a little bit slow.
just needed some reinforcements.
Just give us a chance. Alright,
Alright, here we go. From the beginning, we're going sideways left foot. We'll go after 3, step sideways 4, and up we go. On, 2, 3, 4, and back, replace, a cha, a 2 and 3, a cha, 2 and 3, a cha, 2, 3, a cha, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Walk, turn, a cha, a back, replace, and start again. Check, replace, and cha, 2 and 3, a 4 and 1. New Yorker, split Cuban, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I was too keen to do my wiggles. 2, 3, cha, back, replace, a cha, check, cha, 2, 3, a cha, New Yorker, cha, Cuban break. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, cha, a cha, around we go, New Yorker, a cha, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, a 2, 3, on 1 last time, 2, 3, cha, around we go, a New Yorker. Cha, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Woo! Good, right. I like that piece of music. It's nice, that.
it's fun. Kate's enjoying it.
Kate's enjoying it, and Guy says, but now you have the perfect wiggle. That's very true. There's the perfect wiggle. Right, well, here we got big comments up here from Jen. Can you go over the step turn at the end to make sure I'm turning the right direction. I don't think it matters much, but I find it can go either way. I actually think I've got it. Boom.
Turning left, Jen. So that last bit at the end. 2.
That seemed like a mic drop moment then, didn't it? Boom.
Boom. Drop the mic.
Drop mic.
2 and 3, 4 and 1. Left foot, right foot forward and turn left.
So what's happening here?
Back lock.
Think of your shoulders. Left shoulder goes backwards, right shoulder comes forwards. Okay?
And then back lock with the left foot. Cha, cha, cha. I'll do it silently.
It should only be one way that you can go.
It depends which foot you're trying to turn on though. So if you can, so you've got to do forward left, forward right, and then turn. Cha, cha, cha. Okay. Is that the right way to go? So forward left, forward right, then turn.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cha, cha, cha.
Yeah,
So yeah.
easy as that. Piece of cake, really. That's a really lovely routine. It's not easy. It's quite tricky. It's fast.
I think it's worth going over today, recapping it, because I think the first time we did it, everyone was slightly in shock with how quick it was, and I think a few people at the end going, "Oh, crikey, I think I'm gonna have to go over that." So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed recapping it today, and hopefully you've got to grips with it this time.
Viv and Jim are walking through it slowly when we're not watching. Oh, but guys, you know us. We got eyes everywhere. We know what's going on. We may not mention that you're walking through it slowly, but we've noticed. For as long as you're getting the steps right, as long as you're enjoying, it's fine.
I did a class this morning which was advanced salsa shine, like solo shine stuff, and it was crazy fast and incredibly difficult. And I was there kind of going, what? And I was really glad that I had the ability to rewind it because it had already been recorded and I could go back, because I was like, oh, there's no way. You put the music in, I was like, nope, no chance.
You know, I sometimes don't like things too quick.
Yeah, it was very quick.
You lose a little bit if it's too fast. Sometimes you slow the music down a little bit. You get a little bit more body action, a bit more character, a little bit more of the spirit of the dance. The spirit of the dance makes it sound like a bit like Michael Flatley, isn't it? Spirit of the dance. But you get a little bit more character.
So the moral of the story is put a rumba on and then dance that routine.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be flat out. You don't have to sort of destroy yourself. Tom says, it's true they do. I was in Morrison's earlier and heard Darren shout, "Here lads!" over the tannoy. Oh, how did you... There are other supermarkets available, by the way, just in case anyone thinks we're sponsoring any, or we've been sponsored by any particular supermarket.
Oh, poor Tom, he's not even in the same city as us, and he's haunted.
The spirit of the tannoy. But mind you, tannoy is also a manufacturer's name, isn't it? There are other public speaker systems available other than tannoy. Yes, it's a name.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, it's a trade name.
I had no idea.
Yeah. A little bit like jacuzzi.
Another really boring fact from Darren. It wasn't very interesting, was it? It's time to go.
It's the fact you said another boring fact. It's like I spout boring facts the whole time. Anyway, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to say goodbye, and then Lucilla will be disciplined.
I'll just give you some cake.
Oh, that'd be fine. Yeah, cake. That's a reward. Thank you very much for joining us, ladies and gents. It's been an absolute pleasure. We hope you've enjoyed our recap of our cha-cha. It's a brilliant little cha-cha. I was going to say earlier, there's basics in it, which are wonderful. Backward basics, forward basics, lock steps, forwards and backwards. We've got a Latin cross in there, New Yorkers in there, check forward walk turning. It's all in there. Everything you need to do for cha-cha is there. Yeah, Jen on YouTube has just reminded me with a comment, can't wait for Friday.
I think Jen might be slightly excited because we've had an email, 2 or 3 comments on Facebook, and now on YouTube as well about how excited she is for Friday. We think we've got our routine already. So
Helen has just said hello and goodbye on Facebook over there. Kay has said really great routine, which is lovely. Yeah, our Friday disco routine, 70s disco routine is sorted. Get your flares out, guys.
It's really fun. Oh, the other thing we've done today is, but I don't know whether this is a good idea or a bad idea, but I found on Facebook that we've enabled a little tab that says reviews. So now you can review our business and us. So I've also found out that there is no way to remove any of the reviews once they're left. So
please be kind.
Leave us a review. Please be nice. Yeah. So we're slightly nervous about this and how it's going to go.
So Kay has said bye, see you Friday. See you Friday, Kay. Heather said thanks, nearly got it. Well done, Heather. Yeah, cool. Well done. I'm glad you got it. Excellent. Super stuff. Keep practicing. And Jim and Ferber said thank you.
All right, well, we'll see you on Friday.
We're off. We're going to see you on Friday. Make sure you tell everyone to laugh at us on Friday. Tune in. It'll be an awful lot of fun. I don't know how much dancing is going to actually get done, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Not only to be nervous, you guys rock. Oh, thanks, Jen.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, one and all. We miss you immensely. We can't wait to get back into a dance studio or room so we can actually do some proper dancing. Not now. You know, in space and see people. Yeah, be nice to see people. Other than that, guys, cheers, everyone. Have a lovely rest of the week. We see you Friday. Bye. Take care, everyone.